for the ground. I'm a 2020, whoa, whoa. Woke up to deposits and it's only 8 a.m. Do it for the fam, I don't do it for the gram. Do it for my daughters, do it for my little man. That's my 2020, reason why I win. Lot of missed calls, looking bloody in my call log. I bet to myself, I'm not sorry that I logged dog. Check my mental health, I was feeling like a lost dog. Bounce back and wipe my paws off. Get it off the humble and I stick to what I know. Nights on top of nights, long nights took a toll. Took some steps back, but I still get up and I go. And now you know, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, yeah. New Jeep, no doors with it, no. I won't stop now, who you kidding, kidding. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma send it, I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. Pressure on me daily, got the family on my back. Dreams are getting bigger, put the city on my map. Wrote inside my palm, but I'll try not to get attached. Moment that is here, could be over just like that. Fast car, no NASCAR. I was never working hard, I guess I'm mad smart. Top speed like a rocket, it was blast off. 6 figures from my couch without a mask on. Waited for my cycle like a laundromat. Going to the moon, it's on top and that. 2 straight years of dropping back to back. Epidemic jumping like an acrobat. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, yeah. New Jeep, no doors with it, no. I won't stop now, who you kidding, kidding. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma send it, I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, Every day I wake up, I'ma send it.
Click, clack, chart stack, bagging up them profits. Live stream flowing, keyboard slamming, never stop it. Tradesharpe on the rise, make them Wall Street nervous. Big account, buying lobsters at that lavish surface. Cash flow quick, lobsters in the mix. True hustle on display, never miss a click. Dollar signs, live streams, making waves. In the market game, riding high like trade. Crypto, Forex, indices all aligned. Tradesharpe stunning, pockets full, feeling fine. Few account common, gains up in the skies. Every trade a banger, never seeing demise. Cash flow quick, lobsters in the mix. True hustle on display, never miss a click. Dollar signs, live streams, making waves. In the market game, riding high like trades. Crypto, Forex, indices all aligned. Tradesharpe stunning, pockets full, feeling fine. View account climbing, gains up in the skies. Every trade a banger, never seeing demise. Cash flow quick, lobsters in the mix. True hustle on display, never miss a click. Dollar signs, live streams, making waves. In the market game, riding high like trades. Got that Midas touch, turning trades to gold. Fans watching all, stories being told. Broker fees no bother, wealth and rapid fold. Tradesharpe, living large, lobsters never cold. Cash flow quick, lobsters in the mix. True hustle on display, never miss a click. Dollar signs, live streams, making waves. In the market game, riding high like trades.
Good morning all. Yes, sir. Welcome back. Hope everyone is well. Hope everyone is good. See all systems look go. And yeah, let's get it. See what we got going on for today. And get straight into it. Morning. I'm not one for violence, but if a waiter gives you a cold lobster, hit him like an FU candle. Damn. Yeah, man. Lobster's never cold. You know what it's like. So let's get into it. See the analysis, see the news, see all of that stuff. And then we run it up after that. So yesterday, wow, heavy move on GJ. And that continued into Asian session here. If I'm reviewing Asian session, actually quite a few options here. I would say this one first to get to here and see what's up. Problem is it retraced from there. So maybe on 30-minute was cleaner. Yeah, 30-minute was a lot cleaner if you base it on 30. But Asian did give the continuation. New York just ranged yesterday. Similar story with gold. We're going to cover that though. In terms of today's going to be Thursday. It's a pretty clean day before the big day tomorrow for basically USD, which is going to be NFP, right? Classic NFP, full margin Friday, where basically people make or break their month when they're gambling news. So it's like a make or break their month type scenario. So in terms of London session, yeah, pretty clean. Nothing really we have to worry about. And that's it for the news front, right? So if we're looking at GJ here, start off on the daily time frame. Obviously, we're going to have a deep daily candle close, continuing that bearish momentum that we kind of identified from yesterday as a possibility. And right now what we're doing is we're kind of sitting at these lows here. So these lows are quite tricky zone. I'd say between that 194.500, especially the daily support, not an easy zone at all. So even on top of that, we're sitting very close to 4-hour support. I'm going to call 194.500 the 4-hour support there. Ideally, we want pullbacks to continue down instead of selling lows, because we don't know where this wants to bounce here. Yesterday it decided to bounce a little bit here before continuing down, but those pullbacks are the pullback that gave opportunity. If you were to look at lower time frame, that 1-hour candle close is the opportunity you have. So we need something similar right now. We do have a tiny range, but remember the 4-hour candle is sitting maybe somewhere around here, 7 pips or something max. Not going to be worth it, especially if you measure the size of this candle here is about 38 pips. So the candles have got big again. You guys need to be measuring the candles. And yeah, you know, 38 pip candle, that candle just in one candle. So it is definitely not going to be worth it for a 7 pip range. Below that, below this kind of support here, we start to open up. We do have some wicks to potentially fill here. We will see how that ends up looking on a 30-minute, let's say, and on a 15 I'm interested. So we have a 1-hour support here. We can put this 1S below here. It opens up, but again, like I said, I really want to see some sort of pullback. So if we could come down here, pull back, then retrace, I think that would be the type of move. Kind of this move here again, another early position. This one worked here as well. Again, not selling lows. Look what happens when you sell lows. Retraces here. And then the more confidence inducing move is going to be selling to target. So that's the only option we kind of have for today. Market positioning wise, not the best place to be in terms of market positioning. So we're going to keep it a little bit flexible and see what price develops and then take it from there. If we're looking at gold here, gold yesterday didn't really do much. Asian session has come through here, dumped price, and then we ranged for a little bit during Asian. A little bit boring as well. Not actually Asian. When was this dump? Yeah, pretty much before new daily candle open. And then now we're just kind of ranging at these zone here and attempting at the moment a sort of breakout. So I'm going to cover what's happening here, starting with daily. So previous daily did close bullish here. It is a successful bullish close above this resistance. If you guys again remember the analysis when we talked about the daily creating support to continue up, and if you go back in a few, I think this is Monday stream, we spoke about this actual scenario coming into the market here. And this is something that you guys need to, and if you can't remember this, it means you need to lock in a little bit more here, Monday stream. Let's have a look at, I think I discussed it in Monday stream. Let's see. Was it Monday stream or was it Tuesday stream? I want to see how the, maybe it was Tuesday stream. See how the daily candle was on gold. I think it was maybe Tuesday stream. Let's see. Interested to see my own analysis. I'm sure I did draw this. Maybe I did it with the guys in the webinar. I'm not sure when I did that. Let's see gold. Come on, speed up. Yeah, so it was Tuesday stream. So it's good to go back and see. So whenever, and this is a good thing for you guys to analyze whenever we get such a candle. Yeah, here. So I think I drew it. Did I draw it? Maybe I just said it. So go back on Tuesday stream if you have the time, and you'll see me explain how I talk about this daily candle doing a straight drive towards the upside. So that's a very common scenario when we get this here. See, I'm talking about this drive towards the upside. It's a very common thing when we get these type of big rejection wicks and we break the high, we get a drive towards the upside. If you look at gold, when we broke the high, we got the drive towards the upside. So if there was any options on lower time frame, you'd be in. So current daily is working on continuing that move. If you look left on the daily, it's a pretty clean zone, right? Looking at 4 hour here as well, we do have previous 4 hour. Does this have a bottom wick or no? Very nipple wick here, nothing really too crazy. Next 4 hours a pretty while away before we get to the next 4 hour, to be honest. Right now we're trying to get through these wicks here. 1 hour is saying what? So we're basically still mixed bias though, even though this is really a doji. But even if you look the candle before, it was a little bit bearish. So it is a mixed bias technically. Looking at now this 1 hour candle, which is also that 4 hour candle coming through here, is just trying to get out of the range. So we'll see if this 15-minute candle looks like it's going to close out outside of the range. It's not going to be worth it to run 48 pip stop loss. Actually, it's a 50 pip target. It could be, but I really don't want to just take a straight breakout like this with not even a 5-minute pullback. I just feel like we're going to hold a lot of drawdown if this thing reverses. And I'm not really looking forward to holding shit ton of drawdown just to give it an opportunity. I really rather it reject the 65 and we take buys above the 65. I would prefer that a lot more, buys above 65. I think that would be a lot better, is to get buys above 65. So if it can reject and do some business, and then we can maybe get like a setup 3/setup 1 again, and then look to capitalize off that towards the upside. So that's what I would be looking for on gold, more so for the buys. Now technically we are mixed bias, so we could basically see sells make sense. I would like to see, where's my terminal gone? Wait, let me just see on my terminal. Want to see on my terminal if there's a bottom wick. Let's have a look. No, there's no bottom wick on a broker, so that is a threat. It is a threat. So you know, there is a probability here. Actually, there's a very nipple wick on the broker, so it is still a probability. It might come down to make a deeper wick, and this might be another liquidity grab. If you look at the 4 hour time frame, every time we popped up here, we have grabbed liquidity to do what? To give a downside move first. The only difference in this scenario is we have that daily candle closure, but that doesn't mean it has to happen in London session. It could play out this move during NY, or, you know, it could happen in London, but it could also happen in NY, and this could just end up back in the range, and then NY breaks out. So we'll have to see, and the number one thing is going to be that structure, because structure will give us confidence that price doesn't want to continue down. Because if a resistance is created now, there is a possibility we see deeper retracement, especially if we get below this yellow zone I have here. Could actually look for a possibility for sells. Even back inside the 4 hour, there is some sort of, yeah, there will be a possibility for sells back inside of the 4 hour, because we are technically mixed bias. So we have to keep that in mind, and we're going to see how this forms on the chart here and then come back at it. Ideally, we see this tap 65, reject a little, create at least a 5-minute structure before looking at an entry. I'm not going to try rip a 50 pip stop loss without any 5-minute structure here. If this thing just wants to keep chugging along, moving like a train, so be it. I'm not going to be the guy that rips the high and then gets messed up and has to sit in drawdown for 4 or 5 hours just to get a 1-to-1 after all of that stuff, you know, because I was not patient enough to wait for structure, right? So yeah, Thunder, you know, people saying Thunder would be good, all of this stuff. Yeah, just anything that is telling us that price doesn't want to go down, right? I do even have 1 minute structures. You barely even have 1 minute structures. There's only one candles closing on 1 minute. There's not actually like a solid 1 minute structure like this. So realistically, this is it's a fishy move, I would call it, to be honest, at the moment. Fishy move, and also at this time to see this, you know, this might actually be the liquidity for price to continue down. We might find ourselves selling during London if this is going to be that liquidity. So we're going to see what ends up happening anyways, and then react accordingly after that. So moving on to our last pair here, which is DAX. DAX is looking like it's consolidating pre-session, which is, it's not a bad thing. Previous daily is leaving rejections from that weekly / daily resistance up here. So we are leaving a lot of rejections from there, which doesn't give us the best signs of bullish continuation. Likewise with 4 hour, showing us some weakness here on the 4 hour. Let's put this here. Now the sells are also not easy. The sells are not easy until we get below maybe 262. So if we want to dump today and get below 262, we open up the ranges for sell, we get out of this range. Otherwise the buys start to look a little bit more interesting. Once we start to get somewhere above here, it's very, very clean. Above this little 15-minute here, we start to actually open up the range. Early buys could be an opportunity here, just depending on the close, right? So we need a perfect close for that to happen above 344 to get to this resistance and push through, right? So we can get to here 9-10 pips points, and then we can look to push through. Obviously the easier buys are going to be above 360. Now early sells as well can be below the 4 hour support. That's something I would consider. Yeah, that's something I would consider, is below the 4 hour support here at 296 to get to that 5 minute, and then to look to push through this type of zone here. 15 here we can put. So that's another thing I would consider, is actually below here. I wonder if these wicks, this is a, yeah, so you don't want to sell into the 4 hour support, but below could be like an early sign that we're going to see sells. Just make sure there's a 1 hour here. Wick is covering it, so we will use it as a watch anyways, and it's not going to be at where the entry is, so I'm not too worried about it. So that's how it is. And yeah, that's the analysis. How to trade when target is tapped. That's it. Target is tapped. It's very hard to trade. You need either full structure to be at that zone, or you need it to leave the zone and create structure again. But once target is tapped, that's basically it, done for the session. You can't control it. Whenever a target is tapped, that's it. Target was tapped. It says it in the name. Move on, trade something else, right? Or if all of your pairs target is tapped, that's a non-trading day then. More recent 4 hour support, a little bit lower than that. Looks the same for me. I'm not sure why. You mean a little bit higher, right? I'm gonna take the lower one since that's the bottom of the range. What's the target on what? Depends in session wise, right? Your target could be a 50-minute resistance. Your target could be a 4 hour. Like, look, GJ target is tapped 100%. GJ today target is tapped because you've tapped daily support. You're tapping 4 hour support right now. Like, these are all your major targets. All of the major lows came from this zone, and you want to be the guy that tries to sell through it. It's going to be tough until you get great structure. That's why I said only pullbacks to continue down are going to make sense. If today just pushes through, you can adapt, you can try to react towards that movement. But initially, with the initial analysis, this is not the best place to be selling because you're selling at the absolute lows here, right? So if we're going to sell for price to become lower, price needs to show us that. How is it going to show us that? Well, we need to see some good structure. Ideally, we're selling to targets. We're not selling to, we're not just trying to sell through random BS. So yeah. Hi, good morning. With the data from Japan release, can we expect J to fall? Depends. You know, there was yesterday a little bit of data release, but we will see. We will see what they end up saying. Most of these stuff are just gonna be speeches, okay? So you have to realize that a lot of things that Japan do, they don't actually release. You know, it's mostly just like, look, are keen to hike pay, so expect this year wage negotiations to deliver solid wage hikes. You know, big firms are expressing willingness to, so they want big firms to hike wages. Why do they want big firms to hike wages? So that people can spend more money and they can have a healthier economy, and their inflation can kind of be sorted, you know. So yeah. So we'll see what ends up forming. We'll see how gold ends up forming in these ranges here, and then take it from there. So that's how it is. Aren't markets closing today? I thought it was commemoration of Jimmy Carter. They're closing for the only stock market is closing, and stock market is closing for New York session. But otherwise, it's going to be open for London. Harry, how to probably measure and keep track of when volume is coming in the session? Just measure the biggest candle, get what time it's happening? No, measure the setup. So at the session, there should be a setup that happens. If there's no setup that session, it was a ranging session, right? Because when we trade price action, there should be some continuation or retracement, right? That's how price action works. So if that retracement, you know, like gold, for example, well, this would be a setup here, right? This would not one we would take because of the stop loss. But let's say this candle pushed here, the next candle, which we're on right now, then we know, okay, 1045 was a big candle push, you know. But this is not even considered, you know, this you could just consider, okay, this candle here came at 1030. If you see that happen for a week or so, then okay, 1030 candles doing business every single day. Last 2 days, 1030 candle. So you see a setup at 1030 candle, you can do something. I suppose this gold candle closes inverted hammer with rejection, bearish candle. Next one closes bullish above. It would be valid? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Hey, brother, what's the giveaway? I think I'm going to do a giveaway. My giveaway is going to be 600 viewers, $600 worth of giveaway. I think that's what I'm going to be doing as a nice incentive for the beginning of the year. So we'll set it like a goal. 600 viewers, we give away $600. So we're going to do that in terms of TS exclusive memberships, one-on-ones, stuff like that. And Pip Lab subscriptions. So we always do giveaways beginning of the month. And as you know, the Tradesharpe exclusive group is open. So it would be nice if, you know, if you're in the exclusive group and you win the giveaway, it just gets credited to you. So it's a win-win. Actually, a lot of people who are in the group actually won the giveaway. Most of the people who are in the group win the giveaways, which is fun to see. They deserve it the most, if I'm being honest. I'll put it there, pin it. So yeah, guys, if you enjoyed the analysis, be sure to leave a like. You guys know the drill. How much? 200 of us in here. Appreciate everyone showing up for the analysis. I'll tell you guys, you 289 of you right in here. it's a very good habit. You guys show up this early to see the analysis. Most people don't. They're lazy, and then they complain why they're in the same position as they are last year. Because this is the part where we make the plan. They're the same people who come in here and say, bro, is there a trade? What do we do? Oh, that doesn't make... They don't understand what they're entering, and then they lose. They lose because they don't understand how price is moving. They don't understand anything. So when you don't understand anything, you know, this is where you get lost in trading. So when you show up and you know the analysis, we're all relaxed now. We know the plan. We know what to wait for. We're not going to feel emotional on the charts. You know? We're not going to feel emotional on the charts. Why are we not going to feel emotional on the charts? Because we know the plan. And if we don't follow the plan, that's our mistake. If you're going to let emotions guide you, that's a mistake. So right now we can see gold pushing, right? But we know the plan. We made a decision. Well, I didn't make, you guys didn't make, I made myself. It's up to you if you want to take a trade here. I made the decision to say I want to see at least 5-minute structure minimum. I want to see at least 5-minute structure minimum. So I check, is there 5-minute structure? No. Does that follow my rules? Of course not. What is that? What can I do with that? Is 30 points of DAX when measured 300 or actually 30? Depends which side of the measuring tool you're using, right? You can see if you're using the left side, it tells you points. The right side is telling you this would actually be a form of pips. Yeah, this would be pips. So it depends which side you're looking at, right? Up to you. You look at left side or right side. But points can be actually measured as pips, but it's times multiply of 10. So like a 10 lot with 18 points and would be $180. So the problem is we don't have anywhere for GJ to go. We don't know where it's going to go right now because we don't have targets. All targets were met. We're sitting at 4-hour support right now. Very hard to know what's going to go on, right? Where do we sell? We don't know where to sell because if we sell, we break all rules, right? It's like kind of like, okay, take a sell right here after this candle. You took a sell, you get fucked because it retraces. And you're like, oh, why did it retrace? Because we're at daily support. Same thing's happening now. We're at 4-hour support, but it didn't retrace. But you don't know that. And that's the problem where people lose in trading, is because you can't figure out where to sell and where not to sell. Except when you have a plan that has specific rules of what zones are going to be acceptable to sell to standardize your operations at the chart, right? See this close here. Very deep close on GJ, I mean on gold. How big was this candle here? 26 pips. Not a bad candle. If only we had 5-minute structure, would have been the one. So 1-hour close coming in here. We'll mark this res. I hope you had a nice dinner with your party with your mom. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. How many lots do you open for 1,000 USD trade on DAX with a 20 to 30 point SL? You open around 30 point SL. You own around like a 32 to 35. 20 point some 40. Yeah, around 40. You can get a 40. 35, 40, depends. Depends if it's exactly 20 or 22, 23. It's rarely exactly 20 or exactly 30. It's like 28 or something. So you standardize it. But if you can't calculate, then you have to use a trade manager because you want to be accurate. For me, it's pretty easy to calculate. And I can also cross-check when you line up the thing on your phone and you actually put in a position. You like a buy stop, when you drag the stop loss, it tells you how much you're risking. On MT5, yes, it tells you how much you're risking on the phone. Even on the computer as well, if you put a buy stop in, drag the stop loss, hold your mouse on the stop loss, shows you how much you're risking. You see what I mean? How we react, how harsh we react off this. You don't know which one it's going to react off. Yeah, it pushed through these, but which one is it going to react? Harry, why is GBP so weak recently? This is all from last year, right? We spoke about GBP weakness last year and how this could play into this year. And speaking about a massive... the guys in the group, remember when we talked about that higher time frame webinar talking about GJ actually being potential for a bearish? This would also coincide with the GBP as well being weak. Also helped by the dollar, of course. Dollar being strong. Is there a specific difference between FX and crypto when analyzing the chart? No, price action is price action. USD JPY and GBP reacting different? Yes, one is going to be influenced by the GBP and the other. It's not a JPY move. I checked the JPY. It's not being caused by JPY. If we saw it being caused by JPY, then we would see the GXC moving a bit. How can we join your group? I'll give you the link here, bro. There you go. Literally, Nightbot posted it. Nightbot posted it a couple of chats ago. Strength. The recent strength in dollar has not affected gold to go down. Much like looking at daily charts, both USD and gold has held up well. Yeah, if you notice at the end of last year, they were moving coincidentally, not against each other. It's not always going to be inverse. It's depending very much on catalysts, right? Let's go, bro. Just here taking notes. Yes, sir, Alan. Good to see you, man. Where's your charts? I'm waiting in the DM for your charts, bro. I feel gold's gonna reverse once it reaches previous daily high. I like there's no top wick on this. There's just no structure at all. It's the first bearish 5-minute candle close in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 candles. 12, 13 candles. So it's due. How deep does this pullback come? We will see. Yesterday was a similar thing, right? We had back-to-back bullish candles. Remember yesterday? Where was yesterday? Remember here it was, right? We had good back-to-back candles, back-to-back candle. Look what happened in London. I think a lot of people are going to forget about this and try and get excited about the move today and lose, right? Look at this. Look what happened in London. If you traded London yesterday, you're fucked. It's not fun. What are you doing on gold yesterday? Check that out. We had the same scenario. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 candles. Then finally created a resistance. After that resistance, everyone excited to trade gold. Hey, it's moving well. Nope, it just tapped resistance, respected, and you're just getting chopped up. The same thing can happen today, right? Because we can use previous session for information. So if you go and see today, same thing can happen right now. We have a very similar scenario of bunch of candles. So if we start to see a resistance form, which is going to be good, and we see lack of continuation, don't touch it. Just leave it, right? Let it do its thing. A good 5-minute candle on close. Would you wait for 15 to close to buy? I prefer 15 structure always, you know. 5-minute candle close is normally more of like a NY type thing, NYSE with that type of volume. You can get away with that. You could look at it for London here, but if it, you know, it's more on the aggressive side. Let's say if a 5-minute candle closes above here, you go with it, but it's more on the aggressive side. It is possible. We'll have to see how it forms though, right? Like if we get a quick liquidity grab right now, then it closes above, looks a lot better. How does the 15 close? Because look, there's only 6 minutes for this 15-minute to close, right? So with 6 minutes left, if this next 5 minute does not do the business and close above, it might be tricky then, right? So it's depending on how when you're ever taking a 5 minute, you have to look at what the other time frames are doing with that 5 minute, right? Because if you take the 5 minute that close above but 15 close bearish, now you're kind of fighting that 15-minute candle. And remember, it's the first 15-minute candle after a big push up. So that just might be a retest towards the highs before continuing down. When would a key level become irrelevant if it crossed through twice? No, key levels you can leave on there. They always do stuff. I'm thinking S2 from 63. Yeah, S2s would make sense in this scenario. A lot of sense. Any form of S2s would make sense. Yesterday, gold price took out the previous daily high before reversing. In my opinion, we'll see a repeat of that. Price reverse for 70. Yeah, but by the time it reached 70, you're in great profit. So as a trader, we can look to trade towards the 70. Setup to after a big push, not in a session push though. That's the caveat. Big push during your session, it's a problem. But this could be a setup for our session, right? Because we just entered volume time. So the rule is set up to after a big push in our session. 40% win rate is good or not? I tested 50 trades, risking 0.5%, 20 trades, win 30 losses, only plus 5% for the month. Outcome is good or any improvements needed? Seems good. 50 trades not enough though, because if you end up in a small losing streak with the low win rate, it will be a little bit detrimental. You know, you probably need to increase by another 50 trades. Just to understand, because 5% per month average is good. You know. See what we got going on here. Structure buys above, close below for sells. Yeah. Bit early the plan though. This is before the 4-hour close. Try to plan after 4-hour close. Help you with bias. Yep. Okay. Sells at the time, yes. We push through. Damn. Yeah, the buys are good. I think if you're gonna push sells, look for earlier sells. But if you're just basing on 5 minute, then yeah, I guess it has to be all the way down there. Yeah, I'd move that down to the 4-hour, Antonio. Buys are fine, but the sells move it down to the 4-hour. This is fine. Again, this is late for sells, right? Don't be that trader who always just says buys above, sells below the range. Those are traders that normally lose long term. It's a very common strategy. It was a very simple strategy where people find a range, they say buys above the range, sells below the range. It's a 50-50 strategy. Price will either go up or down. If there's a day where there's no continuation, you lose always. If there's a day with good volume, you win. You know, but how often do we see always great volume? Because there might be plenty of selling opportunities inside this range. Plenty. Because let's see, 55 to 60, this almost 100 pip range you're skipping out. So you're telling me that you can't find a move in a 100 pip range? It's too small? We're not talking about 30, 40 pip range, right? We're talking about 100 pip range. You know, there might be options to sell from here to here, maybe from here down to here, at least minimum, with the 4-hour flip, you know. Might give you setup 5 like that down here. You could sell to this, use the 60 as a watch to continue down. You have to be thinking like that. Structure for buys, set up 2 buys. Okay, only looking for buys in that scenario. Fair enough. I like the setup 2 sells. Structure close below prefer. Yeah, it's just tough right now. We'll see how it goes. Yes. Structure sell. Same thing I said to Antonio, but better. You know, this is much better. A lot earlier, you know. Again, structure, we want only set up 2 because look where we're at. We're at daily support. You need to identify how low we are in the range. You know? Yeah, we spoke about this, but the buys is clear here. Selling range would need structure first, good close. Again, yeah, too tough in this range, you know? Same thing I would say. I mean, technically, this could be a little gold setup 3 here. Thing is, do we trust it to continue? Do we have the volume to continue with no top wick? We'll see how this candle closes in 50 seconds. We want to see it close weak. If it closes like this, it's a bit strong. It's a bit of a strong close, you see? Where it was looking like about 5 seconds before was looking quite good. Get a bottom wick and then we get the 1 hour flip as well. So if we're going to close like this, we need at least a 5-minute close above. Because now this is closing with a rejection on 5. You see the rejection? Not closing with a 5 support. We'll see in 13 seconds, but by the looks of it, you know. Yo, man. Yeah. Well, like a support would be like a good candle close, maybe something like where my mouse is. A rejection is, you see, it came to make that support and then came back down. So it left a rejection. So it reached a price where it looked like it was going to close strong, give us confidence for buys, and then in whatever time frame, last 2 minutes, last 10 minutes, it just started to reject down. So you don't know, okay, is this going to be like a reverse setup here where the next candle comes and actually ends up doing like a, because you have to view it both ways, because this candle can now look like this and end up looking like a thunderstorm, you know, breaking the low because it left rejection to the high. But this next candle will give us all the information, because if this next candle closes above like this, okay, this is looking a lot better now for continuation. It gives us the confirmation, you know. So it allows us to avoid that uncertainty of is it up or down, and see by the next candle, you know. Then we keep waiting, yeah, you know, until it happens, because this candle closed a little bit stronger, you know. If this candle closed weak, we just take it as setup 3. Yeah, just because of look how big this push is. This could be the first structure, but also change into a reversal point. You know, this happens. Like already it's going to be risky us buying these highs without having any 15, you know, good pullbacks here. You know, so at least we need the confirmations here. That's it, you know. Yeah, this is the small details where sometimes, I mean, even now, if this 5-minute close above, yes, we have an entry option, but we will be more on the riskier side. We will have to rely on volume, because think about it. Just like I always like to tell people, imagine the chart, right? If you imagine the chart, imagine once you enter back up here, you need this to replicate a whole move back up here to be in profits. So you're telling me that what's the chances that we've had such a big push and we're going to have another push without grabbing too much liquidity? We need great volume for that, you know. It's not going to happen to get from point A here to point B with not even a 15-minute pullback. Like, you need great volume to do for that to happen. You know what I mean? Exactly. We still need structure, because analysis, you can get analysis right 90% of the time, but but remember, we have to put a stop loss, because the time analysis is wrong and there's no stop loss or no entry formation, you will lose everything, right? No. So we have to see how it forms. Oh, good, bro. Realize 4 hour has no bottom wick. Yeah, doesn't have 4 hour bottom wick on broker as well. I would like if gold would tap target for a thunderstorm short. Yes, it would make sense for shorts because of mixed bias. So it's not out of the question to short today, which is also giving us, you know, more caution to be buying here. We'll see. I'm using gold FXCM. Yesterday candle 4 hour bullish, so many session bias. Look, because FXCM 4 hour candles are wrong. You can't use FXCM. You need to use Owanda. Their 4 hour candles are wrong. See how GJ is doing now. Yeah, it's moving tough, eh? Even 5 minute not giving setup 2s. DAX slowly creeping towards the 4 hour support, slowly but surely. We'll see what it does there. This happened yesterday as well. It just ended up being the liquidity for the rest of the session to continue up. Boom. So this could be the same scenario here. Could happen somewhere around here. Hi, what did gold reject off? Is it that mess behind the LT around 1545? Yeah, I mean, price will always create new areas to reject off. So it won't always reject something recent. Sometimes it just wants to reject off something random, you know. So we did technically close above here, you know. So we're not rejecting off anything recent. We still don't have this 1 hour top wick. So, you know, it still supports the idea that we could see. Suggestion to move this session by 30 minutes an hour with UK daylight saving times. We have moved it by 30 minutes to an hour. The session is already moved. So when daylight savings, the session will be moved an hour before, because look at the volume times. You can see my journal. Check my journal. Look at the times we're entering. All 11, 11, 11, 11, 11. Check the time right now. If you check on the stream clock up there, it's 11:21. Look how many 11. You rarely see entries after 12. You do see entries after 12, you know. A lot more recently with daylight saving shift change, but you know. And then if you look at in the beginning of the year, it will be around, you'll see a lot of 10 a.m.s, right? Look, 10 a.m., 10 a.m. Well, we'll see here. 10, 10, 10. You know. But this year, look at this. From this data, we can see 11 a.m. has been a good time. I mean, here, a lot of 10 a.m.s. A lot of 10 a.m.s. Hey, my friend. Happy to see you back after Christmas celebrations. Welcome, brother. Welcome. Do you consider 4 hour level on gold since it's been wicked through 3 times? Yeah, I do consider wicks. Wicks don't mean too much all the time, right? They don't mean too much all the time. But a 4-hour level I'm still going to keep on, because these were just liquidity drives up to for price to continue down eventually, which could be happening here. We have to be careful. I do have nipple wick on broker. Yeah, I have that. It's very small. Even on this broker it has it. If you zoom in closely, look, see, looks the same on IC as this. Where are you from? I live in Dubai. So you check the move down. This should be clear now. You see that, Brandon, what I mean? Like the uncertainty here. It's okay, close with rejection. It's trying to go up. It's also trying to go down. It's uncertain. So you're going to be part of that uncertainty, or we let price show us what it's certain about, or what it has a better thing to do. Because right now, if you're holding this position, you're like, damn. You don't have confidence. You're like, yeah, maybe a bit silly for me to enter. But let's say you entered with a bullish candle close and it's going against you. You kind of done the best you could have done, right? It's not really, you can't sit there and say, oh, maybe I should have waited for more confirmation, right? The only thing you would say now is if you take a trade and lose is that we're way too extended, which is valid. But sometimes you don't always have a choice, you know? Where exact place in Dubai? You want me to tell you what's my shoe size and everything else? My bank account number also? Dubai is small, bro. What's the advantage of living in Dubai rather than London? Everything. Sorry. Have to say it, but everything, in my opinion. I've been here a very long time. I've never lived in London, so I can't say. But as a trader, it's very very beneficial. No tax and a lot of nice stuff to do there. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah, that's where your buys would be, above this resistance, no? This late then. Yeah. More solid trade would be this and then close above. Or what it's doing right now. This create the pullback, next candle close bullish, next one close above. That's more solid to get to here. You don't have to be scared that you need to be out the range. This is good because we proved to ourselves we can reach here yesterday. So if it's price has already proved itself, it can reach here in recent price action. There was no issues reaching there. After we reached there, we dumped. So if we're seeing price action form that, we can entertain this as another target now, right? We can entertain this as another target, you know? So that's what's nice. When you're trading above here, it's in kind of like recent price discovery mode. So does it want to create resistance like this, then go up? Then you get caught out here, you know? So it all depends on what it's doing in the situation, right? You can't really think that far ahead because who knows? Maybe price next candle comes here like this, we take a buy and the next candle gives us a gift like this, boom. But you were looking for buys above here and now it's too late because that candle's just shot through that zone, you know? Yeah. Exactly. You're basically looking at price form. You have your zones. You're waiting for something to form in your zones, right? That's it. All good, brother. Looks like you live in Marina area. No, I don't like Marina area. I need some Dubai chocolate. I don't know why everyone hypes that so much. I haven't tried it myself. When I look at it, it makes me feel a little bit ill. I don't know why. Makes me feel a little bit ill, bro. Looks too heavy, too heavy. Probably because I'm in a bulk. And when you're bulking, you're never hungry. Harry, 100k for a low taper fade? 100k? Yeah, to cut my hair? No problem. How many times do you take a trade? Like, you know, 600, 700. You know, we're working mad. Every second now, there's a trade going, you know? We look for one move per session, brother. One move per session. DAX is moving. DAX is moving here. Okay, okay. I wonder if this was an option, this thunderstorm here with this little notch. Who knows? Who knows? 15 didn't close below. No, I won't count it because that's also a 15-minute support. So that would be bad. Yep, that wouldn't count. GJ about to close below support into an LTA. GJ is at freaking lows, bro. GJ is cooked. Selling here at these lows is like you really, the time you get, watch, the time you press sell, it will slap. You can try it if you have the risk tolerance for it, but I'm scared to do that. I want to see a pullback and then continue down. I really don't want to sell this low. Especially into all of these supports here, it's very heavy. 4-hour support right here as well. DAX is bullish bias, very weak bullish candle, you know, doesn't really count too much. We have 1 hour, 4 hour in that area. Yeah. GJ is nuts, you know, it's sitting at 4-hour support right now. So we see what it does at 4-hour support. If you want to sell at 4-hour support to try get into this zone here, you know, that's up to you. But it's just like the time it reverses, you know, like it did at daily support, it's just super hard to know. You know, you're just absolutely ripping lows. Let's see how DAX is doing here. Oh, we're close to the 4-hour support. 15 is closed below here. Now it's starting to move interesting here. Let's see how it forms. Gold price actually making you super uncomfortable? Why? Wonder if this here to get to here was an option. 10 for 7 is not bad, huh? I didn't notice that. That was 15 close as well. Because 15 has no support here. I just saw that too. Yeah, I know, right? I didn't notice that at all. It was a 30-minute close as well. Because you had room, right? You had room. Yeah, there is that key level as well. I wonder if it would have been an option. Well, you'd have to break even at the 4-hour support. But I'm just looking at this to be an option. Nice little 5-minute pause candle, and then this. Might have to take note of that. Because 10-10 is a very reasonable stop loss size. We'll see how this candle close. If it closes below the 5-minute support or what. DAX sell soon. We need the close. I need to see this in like 1 minute here. But if it just dumps, it just dumps. Needs to kind of chill right here. We need a 1 minute pullback as well. There haven't been any 1 minute pullbacks. Hopefully it starts from the next 1 minute here. So I need a good top wick on this 5 minute if I'm gonna sell these lows like this. We need a good top wick. I need the liquidity to show me some liquidity. Then there's a potential sell if we can grab some liquidity. Let's see how it opens. Damn, where's the candle? Oh, there it is. Yeah, if it can come retest here and then start to flip, I'll be interested in a sell. Selling right now off the flip is aggressive. It's aggressive. We have no 1 minute structure, you know? It can work, but it's aggressive. 20-point SL? No, around 15. See if it can continue making that pullback. I still need a deeper for myself. Otherwise, I feel like a bit FOMO entry at the lows, you know? It could just go here, but I'm happy to accept that. If you guys don't want to accept that and give yourself a bit higher risk, it is higher risk. You could have gone at this point here already. But just accept if it does pull back, I would be careful there. But I'm totally accepted it. I'm trying it. Good luck, good luck. I'd like to see at least maybe 1 minute structure. See, we don't have 1 minute structure since up here, and that's where my stop loss is. So it's not going to work, you know. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, this is the move up I'm looking for. Perfect. If this candle breaks its previous low here, I'm going to be looking for a sell. Yeah. It's a good top wick now. Is that not a 4-hour support? No, we're below it. We closed below it. But this is the top wick, the retracement I was looking for before. If this just breaks the high, then we'll wait for a retracement like we said. This was the risk, right? What a call, man. I'm literally draw dropped. Thank you, thank you. Well, I hope everyone notices this in this light, right? Because a lot of people, if it just flew, you'd be like, oh, you hesitated, you didn't do that, blah, blah, blah. Where would you place SL? Above that own wick or the 5? No, the 5. Would you always look for structure? When it's a straight push down, yes. If this candle closes weak, it will be a thunderstorm. So I'll just adjust to break of low, and I'll put stops above high. But we'll see how it closes. If it closes back above the 4-hour, I have to wait for another close below. That's my rule. So we'll see 18 seconds. Hopefully it can close below the 4-hour. Yeah, it's not looking like it's closing below the 4-hour, guys. So I'm going to delete my sell stop here. And I'm going to wait for a close back below. But this is my point about looking for that pullback first. Yes, I know a lot of you would be like, oh, I just want to get in, blah, blah, blah. And it could have gone. And if it went, then so be it. I accept. I rather let a trade go in front of me than to see it basically do this while I'm in, because this would make me uncomfortable, you know. So I'll wait for something closing above here again. 15-minute candle close in 4 minutes. We could get just a simple 15-minute candle close below. Gold is also trying to create support here. In 4 minutes, we can get gold closing above for setup number 1. How's GJ doing? GJ looks like it's just dumping here. Yeah, GJ is just dumping, doesn't care about 4-hour support. I mean, GJ, if you're going to take a gamble, then GJ would be the one. Sell the lows and close your eyes and see what happens. Because it really doesn't care about any zones, GJ, any zones. Very, very hard to trade these type of conditions because you have to be a trader who... I don't even know, man, because you're selling into supports like this. Just break. You have to break all your rules today to make money, and then you lose it. Everyone, I'm trying to donate my campaign. I'm trying to run major on Pip Labs. What are you trying to do, bro? 3.98 USD preferred payment? What's going on? What do you mean by major on Pip Labs? Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with GJ here. Bank of Japan news coming? Maybe. Let's see. Anyways, I appreciate everyone showing up to stream. Make sure to leave a like. We'll see what happens here on gold. Gold might close above here in about 2 minutes. I'm gonna go to the toilet before. How much of us? Almost 500 of us in here. Appreciate everyone showing up. If you leave a like on the stream, would be appreciated. Be back in a second. Oh man, just subscribe. Thanks for the subscription, bro. Thanks for subscribing to the channel. Hope you can find some free value. If you guys haven't subscribed, make sure to do so. We stream Monday to Friday. The pound is strong. No, the pound is very weak, brother. GJ, look at GJ dumping. Pound is very, very weak. It wouldn't be strong in these scenarios. I just don't know where, like, there's so many supports here. Like, where do you sell? Like, I think the next sell is going to maybe be below this range here. Like, where do you sell and you don't get eaten, you know? I promise the time you press sell is the time you lose. But below here is looking okay. If you get a small pause candle and follow this momentum, you know? It's a little 15-minute here as well. Should be able to push through that with volume, especially with how price is moving. I've seen when GJ dumps like this, you just need some sort of small pause candle, small pullback, which should be fine. Harry, you didn't manage to get into GJ sells? Where? We closed at 1 hour support, we closed at 4 hour support. We're just blasting you. Unless you're selling at supports, which breaks my rules 100%. I got that backwards. It's all good, bro. Don't worry about it. Harry, I was in a buy since yesterday. I woke up and found my risk increased too much. If I hit my SL by itself, why is this? Overnight fees might be. I mean, it shouldn't be too much, your overnight fees. GJ sales were in Asian? Yes. That's where it was. Like I said, Asian session. This move here and this move back here. Two options that there were in Asian session, but I'm sleeping at that time. Gold became boring. It was looking like it was trying to close above, but still not yet. Doesn't mean it can't. We just have to wait for a candle closing above here. Once a candle closes above here, I'll be interested in buys. But this is the pullback we wanted. Again, another move, right? Because if we entered here with the big boy stop loss, you only got in like 20 pips profit. It's not even close to a 1-to-1. Not even halfway, and that's it. Check DEX, see what's going on with DEX. Yeah, it's coming back down now. 3 minutes 52. I don't know if it will last 3 minutes 52. It might just move down without. We will have to test a bit of patience here. Only other way to get in is going to be a 1 minute. Let's see how the 1 minute's forming here. Man, not even 1 minute giving us close. Deep close for a 1 minute, eh? FIFA on. That's not giving me an entry, even 1 minute. Man, why can't this 5 just close below, man? I was actually thinking impulsively here. We'll have to see, we'll have to see. London Open candle can do business on DAX. I think it's over. Interesting thing is, even if you entered here, you would have gone break even at 4-hour support, stopped break even, then continuation. This candle did not close back below 4-hour support. No entry. Breaking this low, maybe. That's the only thing I can see, breaking this low. But again, the 15-minute didn't close below, so no 30-minute. I don't know. It's a tough one, man. If the 15-minute closed below, it changes everything. Changes everything. Yeah, it changes absolutely everything. $50-minute closes below, I go break of this low here on the 5. London Open? Yeah, but the moves happened before London Open, so London Open might just be a mess. Retracement. Might just be a retracement. We'll see how to tackle this. Make it tough. What's the longest you take a trade? Depends on my stop loss, right? It doesn't matter how long. What happened to the music? Why, you guys can't hear the music? No, music's playing. YouTube chat, you can't hear music? Okay, okay. Doesn't matter, man. You can leave a trade for a week, no problem. I mean, just depends on your stop loss, right? I mean, if your trade is surviving that long, you probably can run tighter stop losses. You need to improve on your stop losses. DAX rejecting a 1-hour support now? Yeah. We could enter to that support. What support? Gold looks like it's consolidating like it was yesterday. Not a 1-to-1 on that move. Yeah, it should give a 1-to-1 though. I mean, if the 15 closed below, it changes everything because that's your confirmation candle, right? The only way you can do this, yeah, it's easier to say in hindsight now, was just impulsively here break of this low. Expect this just to be a lower high. You know, lower high, lower low, just expect the trend to continue. But that's, it's aggressive. But I've noticed these last few days, DAX has been extremely aggressive trading conditions. DAX has been extremely aggressive trading positions. You were right on GJ. What is it doing? That bounce? Yeah. It's my point. You don't know which one it's going to bounce. It could have bounced on this 1-hour support. Could have bounced on this one. So that's why you have to still follow your rules and sell when we're actually in zones that we can sell. So that's the problem. Like imagine the time you press sell is the time it reverses. It's always nasty when that happens. But we'll see. If this can pause, London open candle can come in and give us the rest of the sells. Gold, hopefully gold lights up some gas. I would love to see gold leave 66 here. Would be nice. Gold sleeping? Little bit. Do you ever notice when GJ is trending, it never stops before the end of the day? There are some days like that, yes, but there are big pullbacks in those days. And that's what people don't notice. They look at, you see there's like 1 minute top wicks that are like 30 pips. That's what you have to notice. How do you tackle prop firm if you're a prop trader? Depends what stage you're at, right? You tackle a prop firm challenge. If you can't make money on demo account, if you can't make money on a live account, you're not going to make money on a prop firm account. You know what I mean? You need to be able to do those things. You know, prop firm, remember, prop firm is going to be harder than a live account if you're not over risking on your live account. Yeah, let's just wait for London Open on this. Spread is normally bigger than normal, so worse for scalper. Yep, thank God I'm not a scalper. DAX hit 1-to-1 for me. Damn, I would have hit stop loss if I took your entry, bro. Because of where my stop loss. Just depends. Did you run different stop loss? What was your plan? Must have ran stops 1-to-1, 24, 23. Yeah, would have been here then. Where's the idea for sell on gold? Well, ideally we want, I mean, it's two ideas we can have here. It's gonna be all below the 4 hour or this yellow line, because if we respect the 4 hour like this, it will just be a retest of the 4 hour to continue up. We get the higher low here to continue bullish. But 3 minutes, we'll see if it closes below 4 hour or not, then how it forms. What's the minimum capital to start trading with? No need, just start on demo account. If you have to worry about the minimum capital, then start on demo account. Before even thinking about depositing, guys, you guys need to learn the skill. It's very important. I can't stress how important it is to learn the skill. To learn the skill doesn't cost much. It only costs you time. And if you actually want to excel your journey, you can pay very less. I'm telling you this from a fact. The amount of value you can get from something, for example, which I can vouch for because I have experience in it and I've seen others go through it, is a community or a group, is way worth it, and you're going to lose a lot more trading by yourself, you know. I tell you that for a fact. $1.8 per day to join a group for a month, and in 1 month you can completely change your trading journey. There's a lot of events that happened in 2024 that made me money, and I protected myself from losing money, right? And if I didn't know how to navigate those situations and share all of those in weekly webinars with the guys in the group, all of that stuff, then you're going to be lost yourself, right? How do you upload while you're still live? What do you mean? Upload what? We see London Open 1 minute. Gold is saying what? Dancing with the 4 hour. We'll see in 1 minute. It was 22 hours ago, but I guess I got notification now. Damn. 50-minute on GJ looks like setup 3. Problem is it's at support, right? Not counted as a setup 3 if we're sitting right at support. Why FOMC minutes don't do much? Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Depends on what's said. There was obviously nothing too meta said, you know. Any recommendation fund accounts? FTMO. Oh, looks like it's closing at the 4 hour support. Let's see. Okay, close below. No top wick here. Straight dump. 1 hour close here. So we want to see at least something form. Stop loss is pretty big even if a top wick comes through. What is that? 34 pips for 20 pips. Tight. 5-minute structure would be great. Prop firm and shampoo questions. Look, London Open didn't do much here on DAX, huh? Pretty chill London Open. GJ is pushing up here. A close below here on GJ would give you more entry options if you're going to try continue this volume. What do you think about impulsive entry with order flow chart? You can't see accurate order flow in the Forex markets. I want to see a thunderstorm on gold. Then we can take sales. Do you consider changing to futures? I'm making a video about that this week, so be sure you're subscribed to the channel so you can see the video about that. Your man, is the group still open? Yes, I think I'll leave about 7 spots more. 7 spots more to the group, and then we close up. January, best time to get in. Prepare yourself for the year. 1 month can drastically help here. And maybe sometime this year, I'm going to make it more difficult to get in with verification system and probably maybe a price increase, because that's just how life works. I think people take it for granted, man. I think people take it for granted. But no one will be increased, of course, if you are in. So yeah, if you want to be a part, you can join. I want to see more people this year who join. I want to see a lot of guys do what we did last year. A lot of achievements. Some of the old members in the group are starting to reap the rewards now, which is nice to see. AD has been in the group for a long time. He shared this with us yesterday. He has an amazing win rate right now. He's running. He's not trading too much, but you know, over his last year, man, this has been his stats on his funded, and he's done very, very well. He shared that with us, which is very nice to see. Very, very nice to see improvements happen and him level up. He's trading mostly on indices though, but I'm happy to see him level up. How to join? You can see the link above, man. The link is above. But yeah, 7 spots. I think I'm gonna call it. I'll put an announcement. People were still DMing me, asking me about joining, and then that's it. That's capacity reached for me. Well, just how I would like to keep it, to be honest. So if we could pop up here gold a little bit would be perfect. We are reacting from that yellow line. More sells below the yellow line would also make sense. GJ 10 minutes to close, okay. Is he trading like us? Yes, of course he is. He normally though leaves runners, like he's very timid and he likes to cut his losses short. So he has his old tendencies that make him comfortable. DAX is going down. Let's see what DAX is doing. DAX is higher time frame, very, very bearish. Maybe we could look for sells below here. Not maybe, I think that would be an option. 30 points is a lot, big stop loss, but we have a lot of volume in here. See 1 minute structure. If we get a good top wick, we can run an aggressive stop loss. We might do this, guys. Stay on standby if it closes below. Oh, closed above, closed above. Closed above, next candle, next candle. Man, I really hope it does give me something. Not just dump straight. Let's see, let's see. This is a good pullback. GJ closed below on what? 15 hasn't closed yet, bro. 15 hasn't closed. And if you took the GJ close, if you took this close below, which is still respecting the 15, you're in trouble. In trouble, in trouble. Koji on 5 after 9 stop pick. Oh shit, where's your chart gone? Oh man, I lost the chart, man. Oh. There it is. Yeah, that's at least you have the pullback there, yes. It's a little scalp. I put stop loss above structure though, always, bro. Run safe stop loss. Yes, you're trying the wick fill here, but this stop loss is deadly. Deadly, deadly. Because it could just come back up, tickle this a little bit and come down. And you'll still survive that. You'll still survive that. When you can do that, especially on GU when it's not too tight. Two minutes for this candle to close on DAX. We'll see how it forms. How you drink so much water? I'm speaking a lot on stream, you know, mouth becomes dry. I live in a hot country, and you know, just Tren, I mean creatine, not that, just creatine, not Tren. How much you spend in groceries in Dubai? It's pretty expensive, man. Like, you know, $250 a week. Same as UK. Just leak secret formula? Certainly not the same product? Bro, it's exactly the same. What are you saying? You didn't hear nothing. Have you visited Kuwait? Not yet, not yet. Do you go to the beach, or has it become too ordinary for you? You take it for granted? Yes, pretty much, yeah. But I kite surf, so I go to the beach to do a sports activity. I live actually 3 minutes away from the beach. Literally, just there is the beach. But yeah, I mean, you know, if I want to go to the beach, I can. But yes, you do take it for granted for sure. It's like, okay, all of you guys who have snow right now, do you go outside and play in the snow? You guys are going to say no, right? You don't play in the snow. And that's exactly why. But if I went to a country with snow right now, I'm out there in the snow. You'd be like, you're fucking stupid, man. It's freezing. You're going to stay in the snow? I'm like, yeah. At least you don't need vitamin D. Actually, a lot of people in Dubai are vitamin D deficient. Vladimir says, bro, I play in the snow. Bro, with your name Vladimir, you're probably playing with bears in the snow. Man is doing some real shit. He's probably there, you know, he's probably swimming in the frozen lake, no problem. You know? How'd you deal with the heat in Dubai? AC, bro, everywhere. AC to AC. You know? Why? Because they avoid the sun. Everything in Dubai is inside, right? You drive everywhere. You don't walk many places. Even, I'll tell you the truth. I know it's bad, but there's a shop 3 minutes away from me. I will drive to that shop. I will not walk to that shop. I will drive to that shop. It's just how Dubai works. 3 minutes. Can I have a promo code to enter for what? The exclusive group? The exclusive group is $1.8 per day. You will not find that value out there. I am one of the cheapest groups out there because I don't need to push exorbitant prices. I just pay for my time. Understand that. I promise you, there's no one in a group that's daily analyzing everyone's chart. I'm there every single day giving people feedback. I'm doing all of the content. You basically get people charge $500 for a course. For $500, you stay in the group for a year. Imagine. So realistically, with a monthly subscription like that, you're missing out if that is something where it becomes an issue. Like, I promise you, you will not find something like that in many places. You know, I really hate to promote it like that. I hate to talk about it because it's just cringy as hell. But I promise. Come on, let's see something happen on the charts here. Do it for Harry, come on. 5-minute structure you're making? Yes, you're making 5-minute structure. Very good. See where the 1 hour is. Little zone here. We'll see if this is any issues. What do you think of COT reports and trading? Yeah, it could be a good tool, man. Can be a good tool. Bro, my exclusive Discord is not working. Why? What happened? Check your renewal. Maybe your subscription did not renew and that's why you have not been allowed back in. That's one reason. It's just Discord. So Discord, if you know, Discord is Discord. Like it's a, if all of Discord was down, then everyone would be down, right? It wouldn't just be you. GJ's up now? Yes, that's what my point. Imagine you take sell. That's what I'm trying to say is you don't know when this shit gonna reverse. And what 1 hour support is it gonna choose? This one, the one above here, was it gonna choose the 4 hour support? Was it gonna choose this 1 hour support? That's what I'm trying to say. S5 would be suicide? Not really. The subscription renew automatically? Yes, unless you cancel, then it will not. But yeah, you need to check your subscription, right? Check your subscription. If your Discord's not working, check your subscription, bro. If your subscription's all fine, you can message WAP. They're active all the time. That's the beautiful thing of using WAP. They have all the time. Do you use electrolytes? No, I just season my food with salt, eat banana, have fruit in my diet. It will balance out electrolytes. Drink water. I got some free days as a message to check if the way of number remaining days. You can check it in your profile. I wanted to continue these DAX sells, but it looks like we're bouncing again from the support down here. DAX looks good for setup too. It's a potential. Yesterday, everyone hopped off stream early. You guys missed the position. I remember yesterday, everyone hopped off stream early. You guys missed the position. Yesterday, we reached 100 live wins in the stream win rate record. 100 live wins. So, GG's for that. GG's. That's pretty cool. It was a very quick scalp. It was, but it was worth waiting for. Open hasn't done much so far. Yes, it was a little bit anticlimactic, to be honest. Harry, why you stopped posting your trades in Discord? Because yesterday I got busy. I'm doing it today. I haven't stopped. It's just I took 2 trades. I need to post 2 trades. I'll post the 2 trades. Today I'll do it. All right, gold starting to make its way back up. Setup 2. Gold minute 30 above time frame looks kind of solid bullish channels. You factor this into your minute price action. Not channels, no, but I can just see that from general price action. Maybe a setup 2 will work on gold for buys. 12 minutes though is quite some time. I don't think I can enter on a 5 minute right now. If one of your family members gave you money to trade for them, would you do it? Close family, no. I mean, only close family. I wouldn't do it for cousins and stuff like that. Only mama or dad. You know, only if for my mother or my father, it's the only people I would do it for. I didn't take it because of the live stream delay. I wanted to see how it goes. Yeah, I mean, live streams, no matter how low latency, there'll be 2-3 second delay. You know, there'll be 2-3 second delay. That's why on Zoom, that's why we have a Zoom session running during stream, because there's zero delay. Everything's quick, right? It's just something you can't really do. And in those times, you know, brother or sister, fuck's sake, Amo. Brother or sister, depends on how close I am to them, you know. It's a situational thing. 460 people online, 180 likes. Come on, we can do better. Yes, we can. Appreciate that, bro, for the support. Okay, Mr. Dax, what's your plan? So it has two choices here. Either starts to create resistance. We have potential sells below here. That's what I'm looking for in DAX, maybe. Potential sells below here. Sells below. If not, we continue this bounce. Why don't you do the fake like poll anymore? I don't know. I got bored of asking people in chat to press the like button. I really can't be bothered anymore, realistically. You know? Like, it gets tiring, you know what I mean? It gets tiring writing in chat, leave a like to support the stream. If people don't want to leave a like, then that's it, you know? It supports the stream and stuff like that, but hey. Didn't DAX already tap target? It did, but higher time frame, we're looking pretty bearish, so we could expect it to break this big head and shoulders pattern we have on the 4 hour. Not 4 hour, you can see it better on the 1 hour. See? We have this big head and shoulders pattern that's looking very, very weak here. 1 hour candle closed below it. If you look properly, you can see 1 hour candle did give the resolution. So if that is the resolution to that pattern, then we could see this be the pullback to continue down, and actually you'd have a very nice entry entering back inside of the range, not entering at the lows. If price just bounces again and we play in here and we continue ranging, so be it, right? Then it's just we have to play in the range. But if price wants to at least come back down and retest the lows here, could cook something, right? We'll see in 3 minutes. If gold chills here, it's not too bad, this. So I bet 2016 with my first wife wanted to invest. I let her get in. We lost money after 6 months and she sued me. Shit, man. I paid her out and we made money next year. No, I longer no talker. This is life. Never invest your money with relatives or anyone. You make your own profits. Yes, I do agree with that, right? Leave relatives out of business. But I'm saying if a family wanted to, I mean, see, a wife is different, but let's say your mom or dad, they gave you money. And they wanted you to do that for them. Could be okay. They would understand. Yeah, let's see if we can get above this 4 hour here as well. Close above there could be nice. Mona Harry, what do you think about pocket option signals? I think it is complete gambling and not the best. Still waiting for my Tooth Fairy money? Hate to break it to you, man, but fuck is pocket options? It's like binary options. You know binary? Yo, what happened to gold here? FIFA. You could put $1,000 in an account for them just to auto copy your trade, your own trades. Yeah, that's how you do it. You let them copy. Fifan, yes, Fifan. The way I do it, I just add their money to my account. No need to complicate. I want to separate it. Spec for the session though. Thank you, thank you. What is that? It is a Swedish word. Why? So that they can do what they want with it. Withdraw when they want or all of that stuff. Because then every time it's in your account, every time they have to ask for withdrawal. Hey, can I borrow some money? It's like, oh my god. You know, it will be a disturb you. Wonder how I could have entered in this. I'll tell them when to withdraw it. Yeah, if you do it like that, then it's fine. With your free course, I've seen the light, fam. Oh, I'm happy to hear that, man. I'm happy to hear that. Let's go. It's exactly how it should be. Guys, I'm waiting 4 more minutes. If this candle here closes bearish, I have an opportunity for sells. That's maybe the only sell I'm going to try. Just to continue this bearish move down. If not, then I'll have to call it, unfortunately, as I'm not seeing too much. It's a little bit tricky, More on the tricky side. Was able to make a bit of a profit on gold setup 2 with that pullback. Wasn't a setup 2, right? You had no 15-minute candle close. 5-minute was also closed bearish, the one before. Unless you take it on a 5-minute, but that's not been tested that well, you know? The testing is not the best on that. Love your streams, bro. Appreciate you guys showing up, man. Pleasure to have you on streams. Yesterday was a bit more exciting day. DAX was still pushing post-session and we were able to scalp it on the lower time frames. I was hoping for the same today after London, that we take the same move as yesterday and scalp it on the lower time frames again, but we're kind of retracing a little bit here. Maybe want to make a lower high later. All I can tell you is if we get back below 289 here, there'll be options for sells. Same thing with GJ. GJ looks very similar to DAX. slowed up after London Open. Interesting. You in gold, I'm in. What did you take, bro? Longs, I hope. Thanks for doing these live streams. Thanks for joining us in the journey. You have any preferable trading days? No, every day actually. Every day. I would say my least preferable trading day. Actually, statistically, there's not really one that has a pattern. I'd say just naturally Monday is going to be always a day where you're more cautious. Your first day of the week, seeing what's going up. But if it's a clean day, you see a setup, you're taking it, you know. People say Friday's a bad day, but I love Fridays. Friday's end of week volume just seems to be nuts. You know? Like Fridays for me, I think is one of my most profitable days is Fridays. Man, what language is this guy typing, man? I can't even read that. An, hei, vau, tim, dung, ten, ken, trade, vang, BTC. Is that good enough? I swear that's what it says. I swear that's what it says. If you read it, again he posted it, again he posted it. Must be right, must be right. Ang Ho admin and gay. Who are you calling gay, bro? Yo, take it too far now, man. I'm reading this respectfully and you write gay in that shit. He's calling me, what? See, I'm not joking. I'm not joking. Who are you calling gay? Look. Calling my admin gay. I guess then Ents is great gay, bro. I mean, poor guy, man. He did nothing. He just helps on streams. Does nothing. You know? Shit, man. Trend? Now he's talking about trend, bro. I like this guy. Bitcoin, I don't like this part actually. I take that back. Bitcoin and trend, okay. Fat. We like things fat and trend. I mean, it just keeps getting better, bro. Anyways, we'll leave it there because who knows, we might offend some people. But I'm sorry, that's my translation. If you like my Google Translate, you know, shit. I don't know, man, say, you know. I know it's Vietnamese, but do I look like I can understand Vietnamese? Like, come on. Let's see what he's saying. Man, now I wrote Google Trans, bro. It's getting worse. It's getting worse. It's getting worse. Right, we need from Vietnamese, V. Let's have a look, let's have a look, let's have a look. Please come in. What? That's the first thing? Please come in, find correct name. BTC Gold Trade. Oh, he's promoting his channel. To grow more and more. Sorry if I bother you. So, N gay is to grow? Man, I don't know what's going on with chat. After all that, he promoting his channel. Not even give me any value. Thought at least we get something juicy, you know? No. Promote his channel. I liked your translation better. Thank you, thank you. May I ask you, what program are you using to use a stream setup like you? Yes, I am using OBS. So there we go. You got it answered for you. Bro is calling your admin gay? Yeah, I know. Poor ends, bro. He didn't do this guy only helping in chat. I mean, poor guy. I mean, he didn't do anything bad. Where are we looking to enter in gold? Probably next above the resistance here, man. Probably next trade gonna be above the resistance. Little 5-minute structure would be good. But I'm probably gonna take this off stream. Been on stream for a while. When's the podcast out? Bro, it's supposed to be out this week or next week. I'm not sure why they're delaying it. You have to tell them. I'm gonna actually ask them in person because this week is the 24-hour race in Dubai. And they actually sponsored a car. They sponsored a car this week for the 24-hour race. So I'm gonna, when I meet them at the 24-hour race, I'm gonna ask them, yo, go see their sponsored car. Guys, should I sponsor a car with Pip Labs? I think I'm gonna do that soon. Need to check how much that shit costs. Problem is, no one will buy it after that. So it's not even, it's just gonna be for fun. 24-hour in Dubai, yeah, the same one as the Le Mans one. You know, the Le Mans race, same as that. Can you send the link in Discord to watch? Yes, but you shouldn't watch 24 hours. 24 hours is too much to watch a full race. You know, you just watch a bit and, you know, that's it. I got invited by Audi. Audi invited me out. So I'm not even paying to go there. So don't tell them this and don't send them this, please. But I support Porsche, but Audi invited me. But they don't have to know that. They don't have to know that. Audi or Aldi? Audi. Pip Labs is great. Only thing that it doesn't have all the indicators. Yes, because those indicators are owned. Those indicators are owned by community. We cannot steal it from the community. So you guys should vote on what indicators you want. We will make them physically. Because we can't make indicators that are owned by communities, right? If you have an indicator that's made by the community, right? Such as all these, community, all of these are made by community. See all these guys, all of this alien guy, Lux guy, we would have to individually ask them and they would charge us for that. So what, we're gonna pay good money for their you know, systems and we don't get anything in return because our subscription is really affordable, right? Also, guys, make sure you go and on Pip Labs, we have a feedback section box that should pop up automatically. So make sure you try it. Get backtesting. If you don't know what Pip Labs is, this is the #1 backtesting tool, tick data online. We will soon, guys, I need to tell you this. Soon we are doing two big things, okay? We are going to redo all of our pairs. We need to do that. That's going to take us 1 day. And then we need to, on top of that, we need to change to new servers. So we will have maybe 1 or 2 days where system is down. But we will announce that ahead of time. But since the coding is available for the indicator, why not copy it and change it a little? So isn't that an issue? Yeah, but that's very time consuming because we have to change it to HTML, not PineScript. Because all of the indicators are in PineScript. Harry, can you give me your sign up link? Sign up link for what? Pip Labs, I own the software. Not HTML, sorry. Java. Lol. Java. What do you think of the new pickups? The Mark 7, huh? Congrats. Very nice, bro. Congrats. Blue means profit. Anyways, guys, price is pretty much ranging. Gold might set up if it closes above here. We'll be watching that, but that's going to come out after stream, right? So make sure to look at that. And yeah, we're going to you know, check into that. Why don't you have crypto payment option? The payments are so small for withdrawals and stuff. We need high volume. So once we can increase volume on the platform, we will include crypto payments because just it's not worth it for us, the amount of people that are going to do it. And also here the in terms of accounting purposes is a little bit more complicated, of course, with crypto payments. So yeah. So I'll see you guys tomorrow on stream. Unfortunately, today was really tough to get into a position. Sorry for that, guys. I really was hoping for more continuation during London Open, especially on DAX. But DAX seems like it wants to pop up. I'm still going to look for sells if DAX closes below 20,289. If it comes after stream, I'll post it and you guys can see. But hopefully, you know, first week of the year, we're starting strong and we have a whole year of trading ahead of us. So, you know, we always have good conversation on stream, a lot more trades to come. And by next week, you know, if this continues, we should be full systems go, you know, full systems go. So I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, with that being said, take care, guys, and hopefully catch you on tomorrow's stream. Peace. See you guys.